Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty, back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to talk about yesterday, or whenever you guys watch this video, the $250,000 MyTeam tournament that did take place on October 16th. I went through all of the emotions, and I'm going to be talking about that in this video. But before we dive into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 80,000 subscribers. So here's kind of the road and what happened. So obviously you have to play as many games as you can get in within 4 hours. Now, I would say I was in first place or second place for 90% of the day. I mean, I was comfortably in first or second place. I was playing well. I was getting quits. As long as I didn't match up versus a comp player, was in fine position. So, move on. We're 3 hours and 15 minutes into this thing. I'm in first place by probably about 200 points. Okay, I match up versus an absolute sweat, JayRusty. Now, a lot of you guys might not know who he is. He did qualify for 250K. I think he finished in 4th place. Did qualify for 250K. So really what happened is I matched versus him. Now I think at the time he was in like 8th or 9th place. Played a pretty good game. He outplayed me 100%. He won by I think 8 points maybe. But it was definitely a good game, a close game. And hey, credit to him, man. He matched up versus another sweat after that and beat him by double digits too. So JayRusty is definitely tough. And the hard part for me, right, is when you play for 4 hours and play versus a lot of guys who aren't necessarily very good at the game, you form some bad habits, and I think that kind of carried over to the game versus him, in which he played incredible and definitely deserved the win. But some of those bad habits definitely carried over. I was swinging out of position, throwing myself out of place, and it just definitely translated to that loss right there. So, I mean, there's a lot for me to learn. So, what happened is after I lost, I think I was still in 3rd place. I got like 76 points or something like that for losing the game. So I was still in 3rd place. There was like 20 minutes left, and I knew I was going to get past. Like I knew I basically had a 0% chance to qualify because JayRusty was going to get in another game. All these guys in 5th or 6th were going to end up getting that additional game. So as kind of the thing started to lay out, Chris Evans, okay, he passed me. I think he hopped to 2, so that slid me down to 4th. The guy by the name of Say, who is above me the entire day. We'll talk about him later. And then Thomas Juno obviously was above me as well. So I think I was in 4th for the majority of the day. And then JayRusty obviously won and passed me. So that put me in 5th. Now, the rumor had it at the time was that I was in 5th, and there were still a lot of people playing. Some of the people that were in like 6th or 7th that got another game, they didn't pass me. They got pretty close, but they didn't score enough points to pass me. So I still was in 5th, and I was just kept refreshing for the next 30-35 minutes because the rumor was that Say was not old enough to qualify. So it's like if you finish in 5th and one of the guys is ineligible to qualify, then whoever's in that 5th spot obviously does end up moving up to that 4th spot and getting that qualifier position. So as long as I held that 5th spot, I felt like I had at least a chance to qualify. So went from me losing, thinking I didn't have a chance to qualify, to then obviously turning some things around and ended up finishing 5th with Say not being old enough to qualify, which then puts me in the position to be that 4th qualifier. Do I feel like I deserve to qualify? Well, I lost, so I'm gonna say obviously not. If I lose a game, it's just like that upsets me in general, so I don't feel like I did. But losing to a guy like JayRusty, who definitely is a very competitive player, definitely like top 5 for sure on current gen Xbox right now, makes me feel a little bit better, especially knowing that I could have played better. There was so much more that happened, and I'm gonna be talking about some things in this video that are kind of not just pertaining to me. Over on PlayStation, okay, there's some people over there that definitely did some boosting at the end of their qualifier. Which, I mean, look, if you're in 9th or 10th and know you're not gonna qualify, look, I don't blame the people that boost their points like crazy. There's also on next gen Xbox a guy that literally hopped 800 to 1,000 points in the span of 30 minutes. Now, if you guys have played in qualifiers this year especially, you know that's not easy to do. So definitely some guys that, in my opinion, probably won't get emails from 2K. So if you did finish in 5th, 6th, 7th, I mean, you never know what's gonna happen because 2K does kind of monitor how you win. I mean, if you boost, all those types of things. So I mean, if you did finish in 5th, 6th, or 7th, you still got a chance, right? People got to be old enough. They got to be in an eligible state. They got to make sure that they didn't boost. Like, there's a lot that does go into it, but it's definitely dangerous days out here if you are trying to qualify for the 250K tournament, because you could be like me and literally lose a game with 15 minutes left and still find a way to scrape your way into the 250K tournament. Or you can win out like a guy like him and just not really get as many quits, maybe get a few tougher matchups, a guy that stalls you, and you just get unlucky. So qualifiers, is it skillful? I mean, it is. I would say it's probably 80% skill, 20% luck. That's what I would say. One thing about it is on Xbox current gen, pretty sure everybody that got in is a competitive MyTeam player. So that is one thing that does make me feel good about it. Most of the guys that did get in, you see are comp players, or they're known in the community. So I mean, people can hate on the 250K qualifiers. I don't think this is the best way to do it in general, but I do think it gets most of the competitive MyTeam players in. So yesterday was definitely a roller coaster of events. One thing I haven't even mentioned yet in this video was that for the first 10 or so minutes, some people were getting air codes. So those, 5 to 10 minutes that people couldn't get into games might have costed them the chance to qualify. Again, this isn't anything official. I haven't got my 250K email yet. I should get it knowing Say is not eligible because he's not old enough. So I should get it considering I finished in 5th, but nothing's for sure unless you get that email. Until you get that email, there's nothing set in stone. But again, I do feel like the 250K qualifiers are going to get most of the comp people in by the end of it, but there's always those people that don't get in that I feel like should. So what's the kind of outlook for me? If I do get in on current gen, I got 3 chances on next gen. That's why this qualifier was so important to me to get in the first time, is because like I know I'm going to qualify on current gen, but I want those extra 3 chances to qualify on next gen. Now I know with all the boosting that goes on, with all of everything that qualifiers entails, it's not going to be a next easy 3 qualifiers for me. It's just not. You got November 27th, January 8th, or February 19th. And I know for sure for me, it's going to be tough to qualify on next gen. If I did qualify yesterday on current gen, that's the goal though. My goal is to win both the 250K tournament on current gen and next gen. And if I got in, which I think I should, yesterday was a step in the right direction for me. I know I lost the game. Look, you guys don't have to slander me in the comments. I know I lost the game. I lose games though, guys. Everybody loses games. So y'all don't need to slander me, okay? Look, y'all don't need to slander me. It's tough playing after 3 hours and 15 minutes, especially versus a very, very tough dude. So look, even though I lost the game, my Mickey Mouse road to the $250,000 tournament. Hey man, we're still on pace and still doing whatever we could. If you told me yesterday that I would lose a game but still qualify, I say okay, that's fine. As long as I qualify, I am okay with that. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. We had an incredible stream yesterday. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all that did tune in to watch me compete. This is a big deal to me. The 250K tournament is a big deal to me. So yesterday was a step in the right direction. Although I lost the game, it was a step in the right direction because I should get a qualifier email. It's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment on the whole tournament. Do you guys think the qualifier system is still broken, or do you guys think it's okay? Let me know. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.